This is Lisa from Sell the Trend. Today we have Carter Maxwell, aka the High School Hustler, with us. So Carter, really excited to do this interview with you today.
Hey Lisa, thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. And yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
I'm a high school entrepreneur. I'm currently 18 years old, and I started my entrepreneur journey at the age of 11. I used to sell $1 candy bars around my school to, friends and people that just walked through the hallway. That quickly got me into, making money. Once I made those sales, I reinvested it back in the business, and it taught me a lot about, investing in myself, purchasing inventory, and sales. That led me to actually selling my first physical product on eBay.com at the age of 12. So from about 12 to 15, I basically sold on eBay I basically sold whatever I could on eBay. So I sold my first coin at the age of 12. And through about a 4-year period, I did over $70,000 in sales, specifically on eBay. Now, I also started selling on Amazon, which is currently what I do full time right now, as well as YouTube. But I started selling on Amazon at the age of 15. And by 16, I had my first $1,000 day on Amazon. I actually was selling somewhat of a trendy product. And that year I had 2 back-to-back $4,000 days. Now that really kickstarted my career. I decided I wanted to go into this full time. And, whenever I would come home from school, I'd work on my business. I'd keep growing it. And at that time, about 2 years ago, at the age of 16, I started my current YouTube channel, which I run right now, which has about 18,000 subscribers and just about 1 million views on that channel.
Wow, that's great. So what was your first big success or winning product? And what was the product?
Well, when I was selling on Amazon, I realized a trend somewhat early, that trend known as the fidget spinners. Now, everybody in the world wanted to buy a fidget spinner, but no one was really retailing or selling them on Amazon. So I had the opportunity to actually purchase like a couple thousand units from China, and I sold them all within days of them checking into the Amazon warehouses. And I actually sold, I had 2 back-to-back $4,000 days selling those fidget spinners. Now, once again, that was a trend. This all happened within about a month or a month and a half of me actually selling the first fidget spinner to when I stopped.
Really? So how much did you make off those fidget spinners?
So on those fidget spinners, the margins were at least like 50 to 60%. I don't remember the exact amount I sold, but on those 2 $4,000 days back to back when I sold out of all my inventory, I would say the profit was probably anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 on that one specific order. Now, my first ever success product that wasn't really a trendy product has actually done over $100,000 in sales. And that was a really cool experience that happened over about a 12 to 14 month time frame. I'm still currently selling that product, and that was definitely one of the biggest products I've ever sold on Amazon.
Amazing. Did you buy anything cool with your earnings?
No, I'm not really a super materialistic person. I do have the money to go, and if I wanted to purchase something nice, a watch or some other toys, that's not really of interest to me. I work on scaling and growing. So I like to reinvest my profits back in my business. But if I was to purchase anything with my earnings, it would definitely be a vacation. I do like to travel. I've been to Vegas, I've been to Florida and Hawaii, and I just really enjoy traveling the world. So if I did have any extra earnings, I wouldn't specifically spend it on an item. I would just like to treat myself to somewhere I could create memories like a vacation.
That's a great way to think about things. So tell me something, Carter. Were there any hard times before you made your breakthrough that you might want to share with our audience?
Yeah, so I did go through a lot of hard times when starting my business. I started out at the age of 12 with, $10 in my bank account. I went and sold a coin for $25 and really just scaled it from there. But I did run into a lot of issues. One of them being, just mentally, I didn't believe in myself. I wasn't the smartest kid in my class. I didn't get all A's or all A's and B's. I had a C or two in there, and When I told my friends I was selling stuff on eBay and Amazon, I was like, I'm going to start making money. I'm going to grow this thing. A lot of people, kind of hated on me. They looked down upon me. They, made fun of me. People that I called my friends that I hung out with after school, they were making fun of me. And the biggest thing for me was my YouTube channel. When I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't tell anybody. I was nervous of what other people thought. I was nervous they were going to make fun of me. And, if I, didn't pronounce something right or I looked funny in the video, I just cared too much about what people thought. And when I first told people about my YouTube channel, they all started making fun of me. They would get their speaker and they would hook up my YouTube videos to the speaker and play them out loud to the whole class, and everybody would be laughing. So it was a bit embarrassing for me, but I look back on it 2 years from now, I've made more money than every single one of those kids in that class combined. I've changed hundreds to thousands of people's lives by, providing free content on my YouTube channel that they can watch and learn from and implement in their business. And that ultimately has brought me more joy than any amount of money that I've made.
Spoken like a true creator.
Another hardship that I'll talk about was I was running a business and I ran into some things that I wasn't paying attention to. I was running into some metrics and I lost thousands and thousands of, when I first started my Amazon business, I sourced 2 different products from China, spent about $3,000 in total. Now this is at age, I was 15 or 16 when I first started. So about $3,000, that was a really big amount for me. It was a very large portion of the money I had at that time. And I literally lost it all. The product flopped. I couldn't figure out how to get sales for it. And I literally liquidated it and still lost a ton of money on it. But I learned a lot from it. And at that time, when I lost all that money, there was 2 decisions running through my head. The first decision was, what, I want to quit. Before I lose any more money, let me just take the money I've made and, just leave, give up this whole business stuff and, just go spend that money on cool things like clothing and, other things, or just save it. But there was a second option in my head, and that was, to stick with it. If anyone wants success, they're going to have to go through hardships and failure. And I decided to go with choice 2 and stick with it. And that's honestly one of the best decisions I've made in my whole life. The whole YouTube channel I've built with 18,000 people following me. Instagram has about 7,000 people following me. And I've made so much money as a high school student that I'm just very blessed to be able to be in that position that I'm in. And it all started because I made the decision to stick with it. I could have just quit. I could have lost $3,000 and say, what, I don't want to lose another $3,000. But instead, I put down another $1,000, another $2,000, $3,000. And that time, that product was a success. And I made my money back. And I started investing in other products and just finding ways to, add revenue to my business.
Okay. So tell me, what is something that most people don't know about you?
I'm a pretty funny guy in person. If you ever get to meet me, I'm really enjoyable. I'm really funny. Another thing about me is I enjoy exercising. I believe in health, wealth, and happiness. So I do enjoy playing basketball, lifting weights, and really just enjoying, physical activities like basketball and outside sports and hiking and biking and boating. So those are some really fun things about me.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun. So tell me, what does the day in the life of a high school hustler look like?
Well, as of now, I'm currently in high school. So from I'd say about 8:30 in the morning to about 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon is school. Now, before that, I used to have basketball from about 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. But basketball season is over right now. My senior year is over. So I'd say I'm in school from about, 8:30 in the morning till about 3:30 in the afternoon. So I usually come home, I'll eat, and then I'll usually work for about 2 or 3 hours or so. Then I'll go to the gym for about an hour, hour and a half. I'll go lift with my friends. Then I'll go shoot some hoops, come back, eat again, and work again in the evening. But the great thing about running an online business and owning your own business is you can work on your own time schedule. So if there's an evening spot, from 6 p.m. where I want to go to a movie with my friends or I want to go to the high school football game, I'm still able to do that. I have the freedom to go and, go enjoy that time with my friends and family and still be able to make money. Regardless of if I spend time on the business today, I'm still going to make passive income from all the time and work and effort that I've put in the past.
So tell me, how do you spend your time when you're not working?
Let's see. So when I'm not working, I really like interacting with other people. So if I'm on Instagram, I'll make a post, if anyone needs help. I do have a lot of students that I like to guide and mentor. And like I mentioned, bringing other people's success it just brings so much joy to me to help someone create an additional stream of income. Because, I know a lot of people are in difficult times right now. Maybe they got laid off their job, or, maybe they're in college and trying to make some extra money, or maybe they're trying to pay for college. And, if I can help them make an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month, that brings a lot of joy to myself, because I feel like I was put on this earth and I learned all these skills and made this money. Now I just want to give back to everybody else so that everybody else has the same opportunity to start an online business and reach financial freedom.
Yeah, giving back is very important. So what advice can you give to new entrepreneurs starting out today?
Okay, that's pretty easy. My piece of advice for someone looking to start a business and become an entrepreneur is 2 words: take action. Those 2 words is the only way that you're going to be able to start and build a business. You can watch all the YouTube videos, you can take courses, you can hire mentors, but the only way you're going to be able to make money, the only way you're going to be able to make progress is if you take action. Whatever you learn, you start implementing it. You start doing that product research. You actually order the product. You attempt to sell that product and you learn. It's okay if you make mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes. I've made plenty of money, but those mistakes have led me to where I am now. Those mistakes I made in the past, I learned from them and I no longer make them now. It's made me a much stronger person and a much stronger business owner. So my one piece of advice is, as a beginner, take action in whatever you're interested in.
Good advice. So what's your future vision for your business?
So my vision for myself is to build a personal brand around myself. So I have my current business and I have my students. And honestly, I want to reach and, change more people's lives. So I just want to build my audience. I would like to do speaking. I would like to do coaching. And just honestly being the best person I can be is honestly my goal. Obviously I do want to make as much money as I can, because I feel like having that money is going to open a lot more opportunities for me. I'll be able to reach a lot more people, and I'll really just be able to live my dream of, being financially free, traveling the world and sharing my message with others. So when I think about my vision, that is honestly my vision, and just helping others and bringing up my family as well. I have a younger brother and a younger sister that both look up to me. And honestly, I just want to be the best role model for them. And if there's a way that I can, hire them one day, or, potentially help them start their own online business, their own entrepreneur career, I'd be more than happy to do that for them.
That's awesome. Okay, last question. Is there anything else you're working on?
So right now I'm in the progress of actually creating one of the first ever Amazon influencer events that will be hosted, I believe, sometime later this year. I think we're aiming for the month of August, but don't quote me on that. But basically, I'm wanting to bring together some of the largest Amazon influencers and Amazon sellers in the industry and bring them into one location to have other people come and learn from those Amazon sellers. I feel like it'd be extremely beneficial to learn from some of the top sellers on Amazon, sellers that are doing hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue in their Amazon business. So if someone's new or someone's looking to grow or scale their business, they can learn in person and listen to these Amazon sellers that are doing some insane numbers. So I'm basically the mastermind behind that event, and I just want to basically put it all together, bring the speakers in, bring in people that are willing to learn, people that want to learn, and people that want to have success. Get them all in one big event venue and provide the most value possible from my speakers, and honestly just put the best event together. So that's definitely something that I'm working on.
That sounds great. Thank you, Carter, for taking the time to share your incredible journey with us.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa, for this opportunity, and I appreciate everything you're doing. Thank you.